And welcome back. One of our favorite bloggers and girls we love to have in is Miss Alex Danes. She is here with us today, and I'm just finding out you're related to the people who owns Danes Music Store.
Yes, Skip and Susan Danes are my husband's grandma and grandfather, so we know them and love them very much.
Been going there since I was a kid. So
I love that.
That's a whole separate story, but right now we're talking about cooking because she's got my own meal plan and she does these great meals. I've actually made some of them and love them.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Okay, we are taking the Philly cheesesteak to a new level.
We are. We are turning it into a Philly cheesesteak crunch wrap because crunch wraps are all the rage right now. I know.
And what's a crunch wrap?
So this is silly, but Taco Bell actually started the crunch wrap. It's the supreme taco crunch wrap from Taco Bell. A lot of people, it's probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but that's where the term actually came from the crunch wrap. So people have taken it now to make them at home using these lavish wraps, and you can stuff them inside and crunch, you know, give it a toasty crunch on both sides, and you can fill these with whatever you want. So today we're filling it with delicious, delicious, you know, homemade Philly meat.
Now let's talk, before we get into the meat and everything, what is lavish bread?
Yeah, so this is going to be...
Is that how you say it?
It is.
Did I say it right?
I think so. But yes, lavish wraps. This is going to be more of like a flatbread. It starts as a tortilla. It's really, really flat and thin and pliable. We'll stuff all of our ingredients inside of it, and then we'll wrap it up and then toast it, and then that's what's going to make it crispy on the outside and give it the crunch element of this dish.
I love it, and this is a good one. Everybody could make their own and add what they want.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Where do we start?
So with this recipe, what you want to do first is cook up your meat and your peppers and your mushrooms and your onions, everything that you would normally put on your Philly cheesesteak. We do so, you know, just in a frying pan over our stovetop, and we're going to be talking about this garlic butter this whole segment because I'm literally using it in every single layer. I like to cook my meat in the Chef Chamois garlic butter to give it a really nice flavor.
Where do you get Chef Chamois?
So many places. Sam's Club, Costco, Harmon's, all these Whole Foods.
Local.
They are a Utah company, and some of my dear friends, and really I use this in every layer. It's going to add such a good flavor to our sauteing mix, so we'll cook those up first. That recipe is on my blog. A little side note about this particular meat. I brought the box here so you could see it, but this stuff is amazing. It's a game changer. So how this comes is it comes individually portioned, sliced out 4-ounce patties. So when you're actually getting it out of this box, your meat, you can actually count. So say you're cooking for 2, you get out 2 patties of the meat, and then you have exactly the right amount of servings.
That makes it
so you can get this at Smart Food Service, just downtown Salt Lake in the same parking lot as the Target, but it's my favorite Philly meat for all recipes, but for this recipe specifically.
Good to know. I like it. All right, well, let's get going with our wrap.
Yeah, so we've got everything cooked. All we need to do now is focus on our wraps. So with the wraps, they're a little bit dry, so I always like to add an element of flavor, and I found that these Laughing Cow cheeses are really creamy and really, really delicious, and so I just take it and I actually spread this onto the wrap. And I will really do this with whatever recipe I'm making. If I'm doing like a breakfast crunch wrap with, you know, scrambled eggs in here, I'll actually spread this. You could do a pizza wrap with marinara sauce. Yes, but I do love this as the beginning, and then it's gonna kind of act as a seal in our corners. So we press that to our corners.
Good, I like it.
Next, we just take some cheese. I'm using pepper jack today. You could do whatever cheese, you know, your family likes or what you're partial to. But I'll take 2 slices here and set them right there in the center of our wrap. And then if you want to help me, there's a, or I'll use this actually.
Got it?
I barely saw that, but we're going to take, you know, our stuffing mix. So this is fully cooked, fully toasted down. You can see it has delicious brown edges, and the peppers are soft, but still have a little bit of a crunch. And with the crunch wrap, I do like to kind of stuff the center. We want to build it up. You'll notice I'm using really bright colors here. You know, spring is so fun. We can use multicolored, you know, peppers here. Also, the red onion is going to add a delicious, delicious flavor and color element. Okay. So we've got that nice and stuffed.
And you stuff it.
I do. I fill this up.
Stuff it, people.
You want it to be hearty. And you could put this on a food scale and you could weigh things out. You know, it's actually a really fun, easy way to do like macro-friendly meals. Okay. And then when you roll it up, what I like to do, there's a million ways to do it, but I just take corners to corners. So I'll pull up this side and pull the corner in, the opposite corner, and now that cheese is acting like that glue. Ah, okay. Then I'll take this corner.
Wow, look at that.
Fold it up. Yep.
But that really stays together though.
It really does.
Wow.
It's a great base. And we've got that garlic butter over there hot and ready.
In this pan ready to go?
Yep.
Then you just pop it in.
So we take this seam side down. I put a little garlic butter, heated up a frying pan as we can see here, and we're just going to toast the outside. You know, give it a little bit of pressure either with your spatula, your hand, or another pan, and then it'll toast for a couple of minutes on this side. We would then flip it toast the other side for a couple of minutes, and then when we just cut that bad boy open, it's gonna be nice and toasty on the outside. Everything is cooked and melty on the inside, and it's totally delicious.
And I love meals like this where every single person in the family or your friends, whoever it is, can pick and say, I want this cheese, I want this kind of meat, or I don't want meat, whatever it is, make it your own.
You could you could set it up on your stovetop and have, just your meat done, just your mushrooms, just your peppers, so that people could kind of build their own.
Well, if people want to get in touch with you, how can they follow you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at @myownmealplan, or you can check out my blog with all of my recipes online at myownmealplans.com.
She's the best. Alex, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, B, what's coming up?